Hello, everyone. Welcome. Mufanche kakra. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. And let's hope you Monday meeting, no, and yet to ashene. The topic no so different. I'm say Monday, no, it was a nice topic. We had a nice time, and that's so to us. And the topic no about why Ghanaians are afraid to fail in public. Again, highlight reading out here, no Patrick Befi, because you can come and Mr. Obenda Akon and Asian. Why are Ghanaians afraid to fail in public? And they become 170. Again, maybe I should be as me who be a free beer for two. Maybe war. Mr. Wilton, what's a Achimota? The boy. What's Achimota? New Achimota, okay. Miss Mitty, Lawton, Virginia, because it's so or Frederick, Maryland. Achimota, Accra, Achimota. Maybe I should be a me. Yo, to welcome again. Yo, and the topic no again is why are Ghanaians afraid to fail in public? And they become worse. Because we be a catcher enough. Question be at the woman, Mr. Obeno, Francis. I'm so mute.
Sorry, I was on mute. Okay. Yeah, for for near yeah, it's another section with legend. And but quick one. I think Monday, make Kasafa the reason why language in here. Masharanka history, but the reason why I can say a language I can in so we're Ghana, we used to have over 30 local languages, but you see, in extinct because as you see, you per se a cabrofo. What makes it very sad near say Obuha or Ghana, Obu Obiti Bekwa Asante because in a band to mean cabrof, the band to mean catchy, which is very, very sad because is in here in Mebaya also know the last person who knows how to speak ever Ga Mamprusi Casa Dagomba Casa saying I can say a cabrof. We will lose the language, and then the most important thing on is Nyansani India what Kasanim Nayan and Amaja to Amaya no so no. Chances are also high, say we will lose that language. And into a Ghana near Ukrum Kasana can try as much as possible, say Obe Kasa Kasania or Ahan Sim cry beat me. Let's also try to say Beka Kasana Chaya. My answer if the last person who knows how to speak your language dies, language in any munim gaining or the core. I think we are losing sight on that. But as I said, you see super.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Kosi. Mr. Owen, that's why Ghanaians are afraid to fail in public. And they can say you fail in public, Rana, and how do you say, hey, I dream we need to see I dream like I see.
Whoever you Joe,
so
Professor Joe, Ghana for yeah, Vietnam, you never say books in the bread can come. Of so that's it. No crying is it. And go for no. What's it? And so we'll here come on you. And we call podcasts as well, especially our brofo intentionally. We need to say on hit it. The Mr. Kwan, my imagine is almost come on here, be here for Chile. And yes, I'm going to be shame. And what of we go there? Best be for Chile. Yes, I kind of afraid of public failure.
In general, no, people are afraid to fail in public, but we as Ghanaians,
right.
Yeah. When it comes to doing business, when it comes to everything, we I would say it's we share Bibriama, we share a month for say saying you school near the now here Krufubia. What means I have a baby or Mujina Naka, Kosom Krana. Can you say common as a leading country? No man can near my by because of Sunday when you say be let me feel and I did near PC who say you say culture near the become dear never might I wait you bet me a boy.
Okay. But you say many times I mean ye dear processes, you know. Is either entiasi and I say in swine. So ayana you say as a no koyena sanye ya. Not just a dear say unyansa no amphibia and free through my o. So visa. Me was on Gahimo, oh koye. The first about Timbo class or person, you know. Said what character for said that one thing. The first about him say koye bibia ma abrabo akona nimuno. Me cry me dwen say no cry kire say be unyansa wosoro. Utu ho na mo no angasa. Na wasa timi anya kokoduru atu ho na mo. Na wasa ti ase say ade na ukoye no. Ubesua de ewo. Na enye say usimu ana wodu. Enti se kofom kra na se chia. Kire se be nyansa no na wusua no. What do I say? Because nyansa wo de sha ase no. Eni nyansa ubetimi de akọ anase waso mu achechira managina no. The say enye de say. Enti wo de nyansa ba akọ sha ase. But wo kọ no so afa na wo san akosua sa nyansa no. Eni say wadamfo bi nim say okay kankan pezo twere book anase o ye business. Obi wa wo so ya anka fasi ya na gina waka. Maybe but me the is that na ungrofo nim kura na say I mean what do you lose? Nothing. After all, that is the process anyway. You will fail, you will fall, you make mistakes, losses, but those are part of it. And me say akukudro and accepting our humanity as in knowing that we are not quote unquote the creator. And so we know in bits and pieces and we learn. And maybe they make a baby. That's a bofoma or yade. And any united also be today, but obiti, especially who build the business and a business obiti. I mean, I'm going to see after all, Usia. And I almost say, Musia. No, eventually, almost successful in anything. One person who see no more catastrophe because or doing say one on the enemy go say can say enemy go say emphata caniba. So and to one on one shas a crown or kubu.
So that's it.
One shas a crown or the kubu was it. And one moment the video say oh shas say that why you crown out shas ya be.
Because me who be mati especially people are more ADA OBBM mo yebia. Or say share. Me ideas no. Emu 100 no. 1 penny you. That means feeling need your home or cry na if he's on my end. So she ma feel more than so more because omo ye niama bebre won't dimpo. Nana na ye you know. Emu de ba akokra ye nyanye na kakra pese ekoye. Yenye. E kwesi kan kam koy. Oh, mute.
Oh, me on mute. Yeah, and that's some audio you hear me. Yeah, I think one of the things I'm asking about this particular topic, usually you're a group of people or more than say one person multi on say be idea be about no person will be quiet. Now or has a befa and the far and son or no be and I say or bebem. But I'm far there now where you know because they don't want to make a mistake. And even with businesses, I mean, whether small and I say whether big, Maybe say I will be making mistake be and also be making some losses be. Because of the fear of making that loss, and on young conquer crabs are one for I say then echo. Is it then echo? Because they want me I already that harness or no be joining and I say echo. But let me follow up question. Why Ghanaians are afraid to fail in public, is it because Brigidi said they will be subject to public ridicule and they don't even want to give it a try and now say business and I say investment crop person in the own the internet they don't want to even give it a shot and
okay. So will be a we share we follow Ghana normal panel pay attention. Whether it's the media or baby a normal ye home panel. I dare say a normal so oh yeah. I mean penyufo na nkwara nyina betima bie punama easily. The political, realm, the religious realm, entertainment, sports, cultural renditions. So, society, it is as say settings in a whole at a whole 90%. And will you pay attention? We'll hear radio station, TV station, even social media. So, normal discussion for warrior name, Pemwa grow. So that normally is very prominent. Or we take it a little bit higher, maybe apomodensem. So when it be some bad things in society. But when it comes to BPA, we share in Kofa, I mean Kofa or more normal may ye sika kotono. The Omadria could be a chira. You don't know why innovation, technology, finance, business, engineering, creativity. Oh, so normal na. I saw far raw material be. Not what media ye be. No advance no. So factory production. This of be alpha automobile industry, IT industry, the creations in every aspect of our lives. The creations, the production, the manufacturing, the conversations are normal woman. Now who TV so no. Society no, yeah, society no, sir. And these are areas that who fail more. You fail. And then yet areas that are some bebrace. Maybe the best are some maybe at the farming sector. And maybe trading. The kind of say we kwa transia brand here we now also person who create beer factory bi. Na we shall see free baby. Abusuafo enhu adokro nti omunim so ntimi. What do you say? But the guy shall say so kotonyum amana hite a. And they say in bebre also so by default yepe. And as a bianca ganga obezo this ofo. Very easy, And as a person with the politics. So obezo dia kunya. Near complicated, sir. But this is a company a manufacture computers, phones. It's very far from many people. Even it's a highly advanced industry, just basic industries. Like a BM a rice processing plant is not so complicated. Now why a young man at university, they're 24, 25, 20. Now the next 10, 15 years of your life, you're going to commit to this. It's something that is very far from the minds of the people. And almost shares I don't know somewhere along the line. Because they don't understand the processes. And and so it will come out as if the public does not accept that. But I think there's a reason in Tia. You need so many factories. There's a reason in Tia young men be brain, started some person mo ye bibu e krom ya no mbobra. Womunya akwanya sa. I mean, so him nkrofo mo ta koye mpanyimfo eho. Na what is say be a penyini be a friend no ni din koma wo de opa. How many of them are manufacturers? How many of them are business owners, especially until they are hugely successful? When they are bad, you don't see that. You don't see that because so into enuntia Sanameka and man in fesa it won't say even sometimes I mean look at Kesman the why with his life and Sana Wolfrimo. How many people even know him?
And then because he was in the lives of at the same time when Kesman if I say despite
That's why.
And I would decay me kind those times no.
Yeah.
Omuna to say Kumasino Moye Yipa. But Kesme was very, very so no new be away a more. Instead of kind. Why yet, you know, very, very down to earth. So why yet so many things. I'm for credit.
Yeah. Yeah. And so say it so Bonyuma.
Could be any.
And I said, okay, this year. Again, you know. What you ready also know the man come out. Because you know it's very easy. But to build industries is tough. And yet, I want to hear the day. I want to say the processes that Gazano. Yeah, share that sabi don't know share that TS yes. And it's all share saying as a who failure. Mom dear me just and you know, but it's a journey for us. And so I mean, I don't know you're gonna need asset. Maybe it will change or it has changed. I don't know. When I'm saying so also take the society ne pass. And this woman who's also I make guys madam for about financial education is man. Also or pay sponsors. Even if the industry is the man or move, you know, but say I there's our my BS I need to be so your beauty pageant. I go this garbage.
True, yeah.
So and to study a society now, you should study it well. And I think not only in Ghana, even maybe I'm you can see the same thing. Where the a normal a man for do no one I said omobra abobum more so no a doso motive no so nipa be brezi kasem nyew nipa be bre shedan chechiri normal kese bia but upa have TV motive no so from anopato anwumre programs a bit mama nipa na dua ba no ho so en shedan nya ade loud sa sometimes omo rate omo kura be breza but what they heard there will be their grow comedy be creative jokes and on a doors. To most any part don't know about trust and no man musa so because that's a society. And me will call England munira the same thing. A growing normal and polishing panel. A door so send the Bema ni panagua ban house no atoto na bra born in sikasemi. And they do have once or more concern or man so. Mintes will be a comedian crack or cracky jokes. I'm uncle for about so many a debate or money in yarding. But all the old pie, why drink a watch nipa. No man can crab your bait me that to na brabo. Honor who says, oh, be better said the old children there. Then I say, but to maintain was sorry, comedians a debate that said the old moy and the say nipa. It may be an area as in it here. And internet there is that kind of imbalance. That's why many people struggle in life. And anything I conclude is that nipa bebre ni financial freedom no because me said they defeat nipa na dwen no e ma omo adwen mo omo ho so normal ehia muda. So the average person does not know that automatically normal e dey man no e ma wie ye ni nkoye, you know, they are not aware. I mean opa here our so-called superstar popular people what they do on TV because I say what him now say no more we are ababa besa. We don't have or more access to radio, TV, social media, you know, big following. We just pick the 10% or the top 10. Because I'm saying this that discussion we need normal stories we are more catch any panel. We are sure any panel who actually know I don't know discuss someone you know. We move follow some normal way omego money. Because they don't even believe any panel anyway.
I say, you will be saying me, you will be saying here.
And to won't believe that until and Omun say, or who's a uncle for we are there. Omuji say, one on it me to carcass here. Why successful, or maybe a footballer, or a comedian, or a musician. Or you say, the chance being a piano and the lack, so we have to worship them. And do huna ni panity him. But then the panania brain will run a shirt no at that form, we are not that form. And the thinking is that, oh, maybe my mama about 100,000. I turn your mom or massa. the society, the situation for many will not change. Because what really changes? Yes, equipment, the knowledge. And these guys are not promoting that kind of knowledge at all. They are promoting entertainment. And so the society, one way or the other, has been conditioned to think that so Timia normal born, and your idea also will be accepted. Into a classmates is a Sabi, Mutima discuss make a school classmate platforms. Any social should be a normal that no more discuss it. Politics no more discuss it. We are no more discuss it. And problems that were Ghana. Men who say will be the answer be able to say when you bet me the my bra boss sada and the be ava would be busy out to their mute.
You because whether you the BBI is Kasemko, I don't know the BBI.
That's right. You're silent. And yet
many BBI is Kasemko.
Sir, and it looks like the F4 the pan be brave per the F4 and society nama the F4 sabe higher than norm. And into that maybe Nipani Bebreno, Umunim Quina ye fasoa, EDD, because I can't then difficult.
Yeah.
Very tough. Because not much is discussed about those things.
Na bibia so I ain't discussing the brainy then last year you are doing free so.
That's right. And assign mysterious.
Yes.
Yeah. Assign mysterious.
Yes, you know, mysterious. Share.
Yeah.
You know, Nasiam will be kasa sometimes I mean maybe an was a situation now free. Say will be kase shenkofu we mo. If we say to say what do people who pan on what to say nyakwa. You know. Nyakwa she if we say Donald Trump no more namu nana we say if we say kwa. You know
born ho by.
Be born who buy only be born who buy a good team yet the way no.
Yeah. One says small boys be on friend from a prophet and so for so we say poison a generation again. Who sika be a sika de anya ni so na yedi home. Be spiritual force be do much. Was no kotu krofo be no my example omo no share omo din komo omo say these are prominent people mo society mo nyina na obibi so ye kremoni so edusini so ye so for Christian to me bishop baby ebo ho by nti yemfa ye ni it's a way to recruit more people. It's a way to make themselves more powerful. And sadly, even some of them kromanyesikano more the same kind of understanding. And they are no person who musika no cautious to me no but meanwhile become no you be a study this process because any way normal way away ntina amana die and yes to me no person the question no because that to me no person the question no you nyina to me no obi our access to that me no then no mu
yes you phrase ukodi eduru krase onyeska di paro ka chose koye adwuma we I was to koye adwuma bi asa because he dey scabe bado de eduru krem sem fiska dey was obi bi asa na
yeah kra ne de panyin na ya dwen so waye no aba publicly or about public abefo asa entro no so what do you say?
And on the other, nimu and I say, and I am unconscious competent to say incompetent conscious. Oh, yeah, no nimu and I say.
No.
Because who say, what to me say, yes, I do we or ton cement or ton we some or ton we, it's a whisker. And so no, what the na the akoshibi bibi.
Yeah. Eddie, for every the papa, it's a man depart be so ye.
Yeah, because he can't say this wakucha mujansa. Obi so suru be twa muja.
Sir, obo from cry. The other question no. And I sometimes me no me bo ho a na me yi free the fast the pan kuteska no. And the fast the pan timi dwin ye. Na what structures and systems are say. I na me separate ne kakra. Na even sunsum sem no kra no so siti ase ye there are times I'm me ko studio boss na big man be bana malam be dinachi prophet be dinachi is no yedi wa ye no it said the other prison because obi perekuru now him malam no ho we dinachi I say na ko to me be no wa no bo ho ba and the ase ayon crofo no want a very strong stronghold a very strong say now we are branching out this are no manage here. Oh, nye. Because no kura say nyɛ saa asɛm na mo ka no ntina mo yeye. Enye de omo ha koto do so ntina omo yeye. No, nyɛ no kura. Osikani wu. So anhwe na pomodin yi a. Nti ne sika no so onim de o sika wa timi anya ho. But so onim de wa apomodin ho a obedi bibia, obenom bibia. He will live anyhow and he will die. And so a normal nipa nim de wo mu no. Ni sika na ntimi nso ovu. Wonim product bi a akofa ba. A product no kɔ no wanya sika. Wonya government contract bi no waye no wanya sika kese. What you say? And I say na near tin no free asia na pressure na me or bank. That does not mean say the other side no. Many times they no money because they out tell who are omo ka asem na omo ka e say there. Some of them are special, that's why they have money. And not because their processes are better follow any be. What do you say? And it may make say be mysterious, you know. I don't think you have proper understanding of it. I personally believe about 99% of the things on this earth, you can replicate them if you know the principles behind them. Yeah. And building and finance, family, and all those health. A lot of the times, if you have basic understanding of what is critical or those critical things, you can replicate. And internet can come here, a chemistry student or collab near the procedures in the chemical, you virtually can get just about the same results.
Yeah,
like anybody else who follow the same procedures. And yes, I did again. You know, into kaka. We go can a child say can and the coba no senate here. And who you are now saying from any more intimate. Your mouth key. Hand the sparking or opeso move kana we na wose utia wo corner person ohun bibia we na wose utia so o person ko speed na. These are things that they have taught us. They have become normal to us, but I'm sure so omo the first car me sure say na nkofo we bi ho nkofo be catch say God gave them the talent to drive. They were special people to drive. There was a time they believed that even to read was a gift from God. Yeah. The ability to put letters together. You have to be a special candidate to do that. And the same thing I know catch right. And so now I only be so we need very serious ailment be or illness almost will be a it money kind. Almost will be a timid money to car. Almost will be a timid on my computer. Even computer crab the first few decades, no. And then Crawford is more a special gift and send out to me who computer. And so just about anybody can use computer. Yeah. So maybe the more knowledge no ban. And then normally all mine is mysterious, no. Be free. By any society, no say knowledge. I mean, you can't say yeah, society, no. Productive knowledge and in almost everything, no. And yeah, their attention. I think we are more on the pleasure knowledge, pleasure life, cultural rendition, you know, weddings, parties. So, and only about 90%. Then, kakra, trouble, you know, yeah, politics, music, you know, comedy, fun, more. Whilst the other ones who are innovating, 90% of the time, they are in the factory, they are in the lab, they are doing research, they are challenging these things. And that's why they're moving forward.
Wow. In your statements, there was some maybe it goes back to those things now. Monday near come about how I'm for it me mobilize yama be bring so because you mobilize said now can I say school platforms. We share platforms is what to say issues I back can was so the moment I is Kasem Sokrano because Kasem Krana for will be a crank the whole day is it's the same way we say it be mobilize it hey maybe a party or a wedding. It be to mobilize ya jiska
yeah
the aquako one. It may be very serious. You make a say, yeah, it be jiska near one will be everywhere, you know, at the crana, best sorry, say, what's up page, you know, who didn't come home. So, you knew who crowd free, who did the echo. And there is Odia Ban, so say, Musika Sako. Eti, Dientina, it is honey money, right? And so, a basse, Yentimi Transi who say, Adene Yentimi Jessica, near Funky investment. The moment I best started sad and the pair will be a financial investigator.
Financial investigator.
At that time.
We are seeing Abi before Timono. The Ukraine said, a normal Arab no near Brofono de Afemuno. I can't argue. I can't. Can you imagine, say, mind like Ghana? Look at oil you produce. Look at our minerals. As a matter of fact, baby, who's oil Ghana? No, just who go do that. And I say, go to grad out there.
Yeah.
And this one is not unique only with Ghana. Go to Nigeria, go to Kenya. But you say, be what fundamentally.
Akeke.
And it's in the culture. Until you too much, or pick it.
Yes.
Or pick it without even knowing. And I don't think say a source, and you can see the same thing for African Americans. Who the same thing with Jamaicans. And when I be more dare say a genetic. I think it's the conditioning.
The condition.
Not genetic.
Yeah.
And then I'm quite fast who you want to see who we are saying. Oh, and many people so more intelligence or formless and was your research be any intelligence no form per se. But yeah, and normal or more expose you. And to better identify normal bebrea, things I say the more far way more. And to better copy Bronia Coraso. You wouldn't no be fast add more. It will be the same way.
Yep.
Who could better for Chinese? But first I do more or maybe behave the same. So it's not in the blood. It's rather in the environment. Yeah, it's a condition. And the Maya dream caught a normal. Also, I mean, look at Yenianum. Or let's take the last 1,000 years history, or let's say the last 2,000 years. So just about maybe 600 AD or 700 AD.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these kingdoms, Arabs, they started somewhere affecting or number converting. And I'm going to say the most important thing is that religion, which is Islam.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at even West Africa, the 15th century, 14 something, and Grofo started somewhere aggressively. Almost also do religion by. The most important thing that they told us is what? It's their religion. It's not science, It's not innovation, it's not prosperity, it's not wealth creation, it's not building your society, it's not industrialization. The most important thing that they made us to understand is their religion, whether it's Islam or Christianity. So even up to date, the average African with the innovation, science, development, to hope, now the religion, politics, to what? We are sure that they obey.
Well, religion first.
Yes, obey religion. Obey religion. That's it. If you go to our universities, those who are studying science, if you put their science there and you put their religion there, they will choose their religion. Our politicians, the most important thing to them is their religion, not the country. Our pastors, the most important thing to them, obviously, because that's the thing that they defend. If you see our people get up to fight anything, the very thing that they are fighting for is not the protection of their land, is not the protection of their country, it's the protection of their faith. It will go be poison your sassy, sorry that. But let anything threaten our religious belief, the whole nation will get up and fight for that belief. Go to the north. Go to the north of Ghana. The most important thing to us there is our religion. It's Islam. Come to the south. The most important thing here, me assure say young men bebre wa ha. Ubetima can be bia won no nya adwen. Onka hwe, ba wo de can be tia. Ne so. Hair will break loose. And where is this belief coming from? That's right. And the moment all development, progress, your innovation, your creativity, in here no. Not just in here. Intimate catch said the only important thing. So we are over heaven. Maybe I can be in here. And to what the baby to her. I don't think that mentally we are ready to be responsible on earth. I don't think until you shoot that thing down. So obey baby. But that is not what we see. In the faster process we are. What the baby to platform also. Say a the sudie bebrena of our own Zoom.
Because sometimes it's sad say you see professors. When it comes to radio, what can I say? What I mean, what do you want to say? Just say, oh shit. They will be. When it comes to religion, they will be see a casagrano.
That's right.
That's why professor.
Mr. Nano, Mr. Abako frame, and Mr. Abako frame of baby. No, the Vasilius Gacho. That and you know, cabin the discussion Casabe 1 hour. And I walk and no my tree. And I was baby who have many yard and it's a most of my will be a bit my ye. And they mean me say Yame Bobby must obey ye. And Yame Bobby must obey here. I'm to you. And also motivational speakers, you know. I'm so many motivation was with the more encouraging crow for. And I don't forbid so I business or yana above from or yana above from tea or you say he was not created for business. And I'm busy okay, Matthias. Say, you know, so as I say, any years you need to go heaven, my boy was Annie. I'm sure what makes you think, say, you know, my boy is a go heaven. Oh, ye didn't want Casa. I'm saying, I want to go heaven and I was over when subject. Also, want to go heaven. I'm saying, how do you know that? And so, it comes down to that. It pushes you to a place where you don't become analytical anymore. I mean, seriously, and some people if you subject them to scrutiny, and then yet only the Christianity or the Islam. It's also from our own traditional beliefs. They all have just about the same thing. Where the mental development, where you are looking at facts and making decisions.
Yeah.
What the normal be guho. No more ya. Bibi energy say could be same. So what to say me quite bisa. E di entina ya po akwa ware ana ne wogu. Agu. E di entina ya busu emu hamba ni nyina akwa wo a na wo ma free mu. It's just about the same thing that Islam or Christianity proposes. Which is a 2 minute body answer. Any person. Now no will be me who Kramonibia Okuta microphone or TikTok. Was this aka 1 minute to cry more be when you make us over obedia and which means as a most obedia. We are 10.
Now we say the money is serious. They say we say I just say we idea about what was anyone who Obaka say agro a money is serious. They say the moment ubeji disam just a power in you hope also be a ye. It's a sad time in Sonia.
That's right.
What I say because there was a survey yeah, a tire hand. Yeah, almost the rich people near their song say, how many warm as of fee say they are in control of their life. And those people know majority of them are millionaires.
Yeah.
Majority of them, because fee said they have control. There
But their own decisions.
Yes. And to make us grow. Day ukotena na obi kasa ansem sa. Day na ukotena na obi kasa sa obekasa grow. Na change you gradually.
Yeah.
It change you gradually because when you said the power no any what they may be no. Hey, the time no say me ya me ye.
Enye.
Enti won hia say me ha me ho bebre.
That's right.
Timiya kakra bi ase ma tan baby till time.
And if you be the chronos
yes.
and
the chronos and kairos so say then
ya pose you
because agro yekutie na ho ye hete ho so kakra which they know perfectly say sa teachings no we dey say this week in my discussing that they now can be say they believe sa faith no what transna ka so scrutinize na enye bibia o they know obi a go through that process in the end the first say in the backbone na you say okuduru just hey you know they know pass say I didn't say yes okay well you can be also okay with one of them in family but utim say as a kusia as me yama I see an
na obra one ya de be man na me one ya grofo de ama me ya sofo akese minimum messages almost Sunday obi catch us say be careful I'm say there be careful no cry ba ko pe nipa no na wo pese o mu ko manim ana se wo no entro na wa creative na pese o kipo enu ntina nsema ye kan no abrante na tika kra bi na oso mo timi ne bo ne bra because really so him wa religion bi ani ho a o say yini pa adwen free ni trim religion papa bia no kura wo mu no ene odo wo mu no onim se nipa no nyame ma no sa adwen we so ode bebo ne bra religion kontompo wo mu eyi nipa na adwen free ni trim edi bibia ko hye tumi na enye obo ade mu kura no sa nipa na wo so representative obo ade no
yeah
wonu mom na tumi ni ko hye ne mo so ono no power so betima ma odi what do I say? And me just say any religion that goes against thinking and personal responsibility is manipulative. And then no, and I brought for you see at the Maya. And no, and Arabs
intentionally. And I can make up some my wife just left here or yes, our discussion. What's the return?
Yeah.
It's a or stamp over one of these Belgium king or whatever.
Leopold.
Yes, about how intentionality. You have to be intentional on this. Near way. And the other one, yeah, 2 days ago, we're just having that discussion.
And so, so much shares, I know, Manoa. I just say, you buy no 7 or 5 more.
Yes.
Of him. And I de come. And it's a Ghana no koye bibi na say ya catch and say nipa hu hu. And you be a no sibia ne pe ye. Eye. And this at some no crab me catch of be fia and ko betima mame adwen foforo bi ye den. E wo ho amade na gina me da hye me ho. Me so amenti ase. Wo nsa na abofo. Ne bofom wi a na ya sa de akohye sunsu. Me wa otim se nka nkrofo bi obetimi no ma discuss.
Oh, come send you peace be. It's the last time I frown. Not come send you. Meaning some who come send you. Are you okay? Nipa hu she
Nipanya.
Sanya man as ye can. I you have analysis of how before Sanya man especially if I say Omo who said constantly no, they've been telling them say everybody is coming after you, the police is coming after you.
Yeah.
Once man, all of a sudden, because only analysis was starting making analysis from Africa, black Africans, any African blacks are Omo mobile, right? We share the way almost here, see your money because Omo Nisa, please do a cheap. Yeah, dear, ban. Omo life was different. Because no more because yes, also the same. But free sample for the third generation, because constantly they catch on say, Weber, yes, I'm mad, but because it's had the assassin the beyond, since I feel more, it will share every black household, Africans, divorce rate is about to 8%, okay, 2. But it's about 20 something percent.
Now, family together. African Americans and Africans, yeah.
Oh, now come say no, sir, peace, no, because a year about the things I can and the things it's a discussion because we see here, to see how can I the same thing. I know, sir, now is not no to say you can show you. It's a fear is true. Because consistently, no, catch kwesi you. Kwebushe we you. She tribe we you. She no. Sada na ye can no na fe consistent.
Obiana me baby.
Obiana na fe abedru on. I'll find the peace and sanity because that analysis it was deep. It was very deep. Yeah. Or yeah to all the way to the third generation. Or yet from African or the Nigerian example, say Nigerian buy na because of and you say Nigerian different from the own hand. Then Myanmar had the anyway, no, because I say it doesn't make sense in Nigerian. Won't be no tons and no bahano. Now she have rate now. Oh my young woman, oh my woman. The percentage difference is very big.
That's right.
It's equal to the third generation. Now, because we instill Niamaka but the next one, third one, Nima start teaching now black and pepe. No, or Caribbean, Saudi Caribbean, or Caribbean blacks no small. Or almost about the same analysis, not the same thing.
And that is a hormonal slow system no more.
More, yeah.
It's whatever now have for no. A good through assistance, you know, I be also part of its system because more. Now we need some influence, nippy. I catch and say, hey, I was so sorry, I was so cool. This own, say me free about okay. What's that? Can be out through. Can be out through. What did you say? A new hobby, it was a feel gradually. Because you can check us.
Yeah, I've already no correct.
But my to the crancer.
Yeah, sure. No problem, yeah. I think one thing from conversation, one thing I'm about here is knowledge is endemic. Zenia Ebola buy easily say a bit me assign nipa na ku sana nimdi enso tie. Ze nimdi e papa e sa nipa bebria o man be tumpom. And I say nimdi at the bonia e sa nipa bebre na they will live in misery, they will live in an illusion, they will live in poverty. And na yemu bebre na ya adwen na akwakosi so no legend me wo senior colleague bi o hanum say na owo ye no I mean he's very excellent in the university, very excellent, but legend owo ye no akra ni sakra no ano mo share say counting numbers, adding numbers at a very young age. What I saw akra na be tia so on tia so they were still doing it. And they are akra na fe no when you 3 years legend you'll be marveled to say akra ni timi quadratic equation. Linear equation. This is not like cameras in so life you'll be able to do it. And say, is it because our crown are naturally brilliant? I'm not say A, B, but no, they can't tell. But what they can speak of is that they have intentionally decided to train the child. Almost the local library, almost two books, man. Parents need spending time with the child or more training. And the the same method no more depending in firm. Almost any new depending in FM and get one also hear the same thing. And general Emma Migi, I would kind of say it's not really about say Abia Nipano naturally on your intelligence conditioning. So you realize that they conditioned the first child in a certain way and they documented the process. Into they took the second child through the same process. And then also the same thing, and I wouldn't be surprised. So more third one now, I'm the honest for the same process no more.
Sure.
And you'll be baby because wait, them are the papa being in our mobana bino. But this one, them are papa being my crown on chattel.
Yeah, it's because of the training or the Akran FM, no. But usually legend, I say we need come in the Mameka. You want penny be bro. Legend, which means we now coming from first principles thinking. O say we ye day now wedding no. Ye ni say we businessman, but also ye day now wedding no. It's because auto tight. Now and I say it's because oh yeah fine it now church members no. Ye nyina obi akobu okra ne oni bi kwa no not too tight more so say 10%. Now first principles thinking say a farmer na say tight na auto ya logically no say so obi too tight bia so nye scanner when but you won't say yes, so it means that there are certain knowledge, there are certain things that you who is a billionaire and uni and also wow a businessman unima whether say consciously or unconsciously no or practice here but because we don't document those things. Mimun is one of the reasons why most Ghanaians we are actually scared to even give something a try. We don't have that documentation over there. And until a legend obi be shiawa within 6 months utimi who difference because yeah seminar auto book na ekai but obu obeka say tight na me to ye adoye bia me koye papa bia me ye but legend obi so ya papa channel. So why are they not experiencing that same thing?
Yeah.
I don't know how we know because they think that you are, swaying away from the faith. Even GDA no crano, GDA one trese, udi nyuma beta etre. Na so GDA na so unfa nyuma bi anta etre say GDA hunu. Because GDA say be ye and until you are putting in the effort say obey sade chrono. And most of us we had bibia kwakoshe sunsun bi. This year, I mean, no, say so. Be famous this year, because this is the program. The more you because program the more you the boy you, but the hand is bad. Program na more you the boy pound, but the hand is there. Munsusunka.
Because you fact that those faith books no cry at all, right? I don't know about Quran. When you take the Bible, Jesus Christ mentioned money more than so many times than faith.
So many times, yes.
But when it comes to money in the Bible, it's more than 1,000 times. And so, money.
There you
I don't know suffer. Say they say we simple. They say wait me first na cabbage. So wait me how many times did the Bible mention about the friends saying prosperity and thousands? It's I think it was 2,005 for the same times.
Yeah.
But you're right, I'm moving but it's around that the number. And when go back and start when Jesus Christ was preaching, times or can he said money more than and even if almost all the parables no, it was all about and yet direct Bible was about it was more than faith and love.
Yeah.
Was more than faith and love when it comes to saying what did they mention? Let's walk fast as and but say okay no more chain no for yanko nti ho that dream ma ho o fa anko ho kra eno ane akwa wo so okoto ura honko a na o de ko akwa wo so okoto ura akwa wo so okoto ura wo so obro ho asema ura ho no kwa no mo kyerɛkyerɛ enti ye grofo no so be ho no so be fae na mo so ho na no mo de kyerɛ and if you kra na say kra no mo theological schools no kra they know perfectly say enye ho ne sa ne ma go so kyerɛ ba o kyerɛ amafo metieska enti also divert free ho enti almost about the 20 na nkofo no mo de buy no so the same thing almost so kyerɛ how come the same Bible even Proverbs alone cry look at Proverbs alone how many times you teach Proverbs cry and no count from first count cry it's the whole Proverbs nice about money.
And one time
okay nipa or pese o hoto no nya fa hode no ona kira wo siesi ehwe sika wo ye o pese odi wo so no wo kira ade foforo no waje wo sika no kura ne se ohu asofo eni asore ne ade nyina no ma o mo kira ne o preaching no obetima hu o makoma ba bi da wo
obi kura dia to o say over 2,000 to 2,350 about prosperity and money in the Bible.
Yes. Obi a watch you. Ama wa organize wa brabo. Want to tell no man na wanya usika. No abo wa brabo. I think so no pana or pesa obo brani. The one chair was no man and na brofo ye no. Wo kasa wo kan yo. Abrofo na ma me kire kwa be fa so atoto ye no ma de akwa ye nimo. Obe kire wo de obe me na di uso. Wo sofo bi a wo kire wo. Say heaven no ha ma no. Wo pese wo di uso. Owi an wasaje offering. Kakra na akara wasaje.
Yeah.
But one kire kwa obe fa so ye adwuma asisi osika. Abo abrabo ade ho. No. Because the moment I obey do ho no, wo dwen se wo mehye na se bi. And ube hu nipa no opanyin na wo se wo ye opanyin na osofo no. Na koma pa na ube hu. What the ade na chi 10 years, 15 years. Singing room ho na wo say grad yasa wo rent grant me ntua. Wa kire wa de a wo ntimi fa na ho da. What dey say? Obi a wo me dey make. Wo bi a wa kwa sorry akwa wa brabo sika semon se sand ye kire wo no. Ye kire wo de obe ya kwa ne afra mfra. Mbe ye kwa ne mfra. Ni pass wo kɔ n'animu a onya fa hudi a na kyese ni sika sɛ bikoye. It's as simple as that. Nothing challenges this. Any group of people, any country, any people, any person. So obe de ho a is usika sɛ mato ye. And usika sɛ mon toye abra ye ntete ma won tete a obetim da toto usika sɛ. Enti de opa wo ye pa na opa wo fa hudi no. And normal betima ma wadwan pa ho so am atoto abrabo no usika sɛ ye no. I don't know what you know. I don't know what you know. Heaven ya was ubekobi. We see say when you better wako because you say ubokro no ejuma. Obi talk akra na ya. Who better wako bi?
Oh my God.
Entina me na history ni hia me because ankofo na omo de sa so call omo som ne bae no omo amfa amase benya fa hodi. Eni nto man kire osika. Eni nto man kire oyedie. Eni nto man kire ompumtuo. And then go for your best no matter the same thing.
Yeah, because some almost yes, collection ma. It's different by and so one idea.
It's just about the same.
I had the above.
Now, and the other say one the panisca. Also, I was saying offering no catching in ambition. I just said, who didn't pay who?
Because I didn't quite any say. The OC tears and say, ye better we are say, and Sunday be heaven. By your status, you leave heaven no ha. Because I don't so comedy, a honey a better chance to any old building. You so come chat to the guy. What's what you be? I don't know. You be sitting. Oh. Eti
so who say adeba ko so obesa hu ni say we societies na e colonize or mo enslave or mo na financial education is very low.
Yeah.
You watch it. And that's why poverty is very high. Because our societies no more businesses are more creative anyhow. Because our society no more savings rate is very low. Ownership is very low. Assets very low. For any society, go for colonize here because the main thing is that information a bit more create more worth than they know. They destroy them. So the average African financial information, especially the work school near side or some zero. The average American only. The average African American. And to because society say our mobile more than can be communal some information is a bit up. Ownership, obosika ho ban, wo ye adwuma den wotutu sika sam ye no. Or up. Society bia obekoma a ohia no do so no. Some information in here. And sometimes you can even have societies say o ma ko school akese. Omo nyina atwa moa. Mo twa moa. Mo ko school but omo mie business da. Abaya adwuma no moko ho multinationals broni adwuma even though mako school because the financial information is low. And those things are intentional because that is the greatest weapon. Because there's nowhere go for na almost build the ships far slaves no ko here for and community.
No way.
Better build a ship. Better finance no.
Na here no cry can cry na no so na it was sharp because we should those times no cry na I want to build those things na. And I want to say race ni be say almost say and black folks they build your friends and pyramids no. Because we should the quadrants the near my word no how come say the that's any na umutana sia satan cray if he say omomu your friends say primitive of those times now it doesn't make sense and then yeah dream between the eyes and say no omo di anka ya na omo omo na di the 8 minutes there's no way say between the eyes so I said okay never be brave because why see it me bibia and so pass financial education I say you try say me okay me say me I never knew till recent yana one Friday be me say me fat TikTok hey you social media my platform but at the same time damaging yama be because the things people are consuming, you know, she said, what group of people we know much yeah, and I said, bro, we know I said the idea again, we know, we say, hey, and no kwao, you go for them, and no kwao, we you know, now said we are well, this TikTok, the way almost saying now, addictive. Internet some countries in person ban this animal. My so simple say you can get people together very soon. Now we must start. Will be at me because will be our platform. Will be at me. Oh yeah, it's so weird. Me say no kwano waka ho. Now say wait, how are you? Edi no kwa. Now I never did that until recent. That is at least yen can be bibia. Edi what to say edi bibi kra betimi abafi
kan.
No, and you say be those things. I mean, our some near day, but and it's a dominating sir.
That's right.
I know come. I know come. We between cast media conseni. Oh, because media conseni pa. Obi say okoka finance or say any na me say meka. Media say consena me di. O pa bra.
Mwanya bibi amongo ka.
Mwanya bibi aboko ka no oka. You see. It's
a big problem now. I believe in principles. Ana nipa bianso so violate principle. You face the consequences. And I said, oh, the principle no say juma. You would enjoy the benefits from the principles. Now, you move brain no. Sena legend kind. Usually na abakosem na yinim no. Na me tie legend here, but me be tie no first day or kasafa history no. I'm near imagine say I could tie history no. So I spend so much time reading history nti. And man be who say na aden asani ma we na all this one yan train. So you realize that the average Ghanaian or the average African decision you are on taking because say when I'm on should I cry him na identity no. No nephews were ha omo school omuko school ha. No be say African history na ya den actually I say African history no meet me the bear 2 days actually that lesson but do abroad history ni dia they stretch it and I'm saying oh okay I'm beginning to understand why. And there was one professor or seen the book omo friend or doctor or Mrefini Dinka was in the books or Troy and then the research ni publish and why no school bia incredible omoko citing the works or here I say professor ni failure. Said they are not allowed to cite that man's work.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, Dr. Anthony Browder. Yes, and your friend. The professor failed them. On best cite sa papa no works because a lot of research when it comes to African history was spending years on any baba in Egypt to understand Africans.
Brother, yeah.
But
you know the PhD. First to a Yomanka African history, I was saying all because first brother after I said the first two your friend said sessions no They didn't talk anything about Africa.
They
Honestly,
did not.
when say Africa is the oldest, right? That why are you not talking about Africa? I was say, obviously, Africa's history started from Yendro. It started from hell no. No, mentiasie. It's a man started so yes, I research one research. And so research we do baby crana fi almost say nyama ni bi wa otimi ne nsa kan no person mo kan she no person mo man bribe because mo kan.
That's it. And
not just so much that's just a be a light be brave piano
or matna so
way almost fight it.
Yes. Omo betna so.
And as I said omo ye and as I say point na bedroom say omo they don't do anything anymore. Ye ne ya mo.
Yes.
Because you're training in the side now more. Sunday, me no be a discussion. We are talking about or person just say ye matro that black senior matro to say. And I'm saying what Egypt you the only cry Egypt was in since animal in our way. You know, since we knew what happened. See near try away. Was you don't
go for no and Brunina and I just said Tembia and also what say. I was at Bruni Sebe, Brunia ye, a baby 40 said, Obia ye she, a dear be a bomb, a good home. Now, Obiam Penasam now for in Macrano and Conington.
Yeah,
Son of my baby before, any baby mine.
Yeah, and there's a reason why. Because someone say it's so powerful to extend, say, and you can see condition, I'm as a yabe for cry. Because the way it's a want to say your research
yeah,
more research here to the point because it doesn't make sense everywhere in the world. You're the black to fall.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Doesn't make sense.
For no reason. And history teaches say ye very peaceful. Buy who be a general and now count yam pound.
Oh, say,
yes,
Oje Mrepa now can say especially Kush Empire, Nubia.
Yeah.
So you are going to say, you know, I mean, the about 2,000 years before the Common Era, before Christ, and especially just about 2,000, maybe 500 AD, and let's say 2,000 BC, or maybe 4,000 BC. Particularly, me can't wherever we are, say we have as a present day Ghana. Any brofo archaeologists know any history in account. Because it looks like we were so advanced. Some information in Kofona so much say we can't even understand it. The advancement now is not only in the north of Africa, but in the east, west, south. Yeah. Brofona so much say you even doubt. Say a bit my Ukraine.
Kentat after 4,000 years. After 4,000. And you know, so now these people were in a way, and so the moment I can because Egypt in time of Africa say. Again, the pertinence. That was they know to whom in BB.
Oh, yes.
By ya said they can sometimes so can I'm for the compare say okay, say Asians no cry no so you the same so mutimi you no consistent no hit up to no that's so hit.
That's right. That's it.
They do no muja life you consistent.
Yeah.
Hit consistent.
Yeah, baby. Because I no fire more. You no more destroy.
Say cry na ye nyema ekoso as ye jeje ho. Baby omunya nyema free pa no dey try ho.
Yeah.
You cool one time. So how do you go near them? Yeah. Don't even try. You will throw one time. So could take area on. Oh, it's consistent.
Money say when I say I same jemfine ni go do semi. We say I am a for penny na better radio so. Sebe, we your mine ya wo dia. Wa better radio so chire mu. And Omono Bibia almost support to be not just MY.
Listen, interest almost for me.
They will speak against it. Yeah, that's what I've seen. Maybe our bones or more can say, oh, yeah. Not just say it's against their formula. Or can say, yeah, pet. Not just say it's for their formula. Or see these are
good.
Oh, but this is no more, sorry, no more Casa, no more year conference or Hona just a boy. You grow where the day anymore.
I would have loved to be part of this, but I don't understand the language. And that's what, if you don't understand the language, I don't know who say. Okay, come in. You put in, then you speak English. I say, "What English?" But make sure we can crowd Hana anyway, because it can be a craft for book no, because say book no. Finally, I drew.
Oh yeah, book no.
I drew Ghana.
I drew Ghana, and then Ghana for I idea, honestly. Ghana for us book no, and I'm even surprised. Andra, Dr. Kojo Safo, was it Monday, you know, or Tomakumaku 20?
Wow.
That is the highest user, highest like order mania for book no in a day, which was very impressive. Now, send you this animal way in a home boy. You know, you say, and any TTB at my ama Africa for Ghana for Nigeria for yen shada NG and hundi into here. You never be brave beating the idea in the Argentina here, whether physically, spiritually, or what have you, or financially. And then I'm at from Nema Kakra information, and some of them even from my own little experience. No, me imagine say me the beshe bukumu because I say the she bukuma said that you can you know in Chirimansuba they'll be able to have this kind of information and also be to me build it on. I want to be remembered for making a positive impact in the lives of people, but me per se that you know America say, oh can come no my NGO, no bushos my NGO. That is also good, but don't want to is about time say a tree adwin senior my be my idea ho e wo ya adwin mu na afi no e betimi ama ye nia bre be pe kwan ya e betimi nya sikasem ho nimdie na me nya sikasem ho so fa hodie in a very legal way. Say nya to wase kire wa obehu say you know that is the reason why I'm mature Sabu and also thanks to Mr. Obeng say obi ni confidence umwa they will never write a forward for you or book Mr. Obeng natural forward in the mom and that shows the quality and then the content of the book. And it's a open book ni biato I'll have flyer na o screen so a number na obe send you mumu akon 0355-798-8100 but o DM me and I test me me so meet me guide you through now wait me and your book ni biato as the program is going on so me the number be my alphabet now we display our page so feel free anytime to test or call me on WhatsApp. Thank you.
Wow. Talking of doctor, also or your program be course on the name or Bogoso, I believe Bogoso, in person. I was here support to Basso on the 30th of August, a day before say your friends say we on the 30th, we support an in person to that area honor. Was say health. The watch I say Richard Sofano, so Buja keke. I was a mega credit, you be enough free. Imagine the software added. Imagine Jeffrey because who Buja said, yeah, who may meet your Joe. So, Dr. No, a friend say, Dr. Safu, to you or that area, honor, making sure say 30th no, what to me, could be now. So, we see can cry on 2 classes because and say a busu. Join it. See, when you are grow uti aircon na we say all of a sudden na financial education na union because bibi a uti bia no na we na kan say brand di na de bobra uti nyama we na hu na we de no bobra na 31st so no the monthly meetings are here no we see there as say Mr. Obese watch adia baby a watch redu say o si na etimi kwaji milo ni bi tie na wo cheche bi milo no wo cheche sa adwene na ade benya milo no 31st May 31st August ya no so ye ho no MAP no Mr. Obese What can you for and answer the Macanaya?
Okay.
Because me another point and say there are people be on my TSS also about seminar all the time.
And as I overwhelmed,
they will see a
program, yeah, okay. Obi, was that a dupe seminar home? Mr. Vinda who aided you on admin home or I didn't know all charging, but that same person will bet you $1,000 I push you. So, or no, a do seminar or check your okay program, Nipa bet 300 beba or did 300 cities.
Or check it and or check
it. So, but I do entertainment there, Sandy Pan on dream 1 or 2 cry or bet you can. That is one of our problems.
Unim, your course seminar, your course you me who seminar any bebre was a started some no a boss maybe a 50,000. 100,000. Yeah, you may be a business is 3-4. I may back on any kuno or say first part of medi granading. And then every week, a man who cry 100,000. I mean, your friends say, yes, about 50,000 or so. On my portrait. Me share my get back on mammy or prominent. Or say me started some ETO and then was 7,000 base. Now, say, make Korea choba. Me dem mrene me nyansa Korea choba obetwa obedidi obetua mebo. Say aduane. But me dem nyansa na Korea ye obetua. Wanya ahode wadidi. If you look at the returns that a lot of people are gaining from what we teach. Se nipa ni tua 100,000 kura won tua. I'm telling you, we share the
yeah, food to your chance. I decide what programs so can I bill. Yeah.
Especially, there's no way. I mean, your business is a you're starting home millions in your net. I mean, right after school. To live in Ghana and build not one business, multiples of them, and hold them all these years. Couldn't be on to me yet. Couldn't be on to me yet. And he said, "Will be a survey, only me a paro." And original guys, oh, Moody Dimade home. He said, "Need Brisicapa." And Kenya Hakrana was a better natural baby. I'm telling you. See, any Brisicane offers and for the mine. And coming with 1 minute to grow. And TV is only ready to go and come and go. So it's not it. The main agenda is that ordinarily, Obi bet me who be. And on top of that, or send the pastor who say there are things that are valuable. Yeah, so baby fear. Some of the books were taught all these years. Some of them are 20 years. Some of them 25 years. We're spending money every time. Send a game there valuable. Send a first can't Sabe, and I know now my young no. Some of it is of a topic. So wouldn't names our processes na and I usro say sabe uko ebi na anye ya how. But obi a na just and me who be. The reason even the other day I was treating negativity mekai. The reason a lot of our people are very negative and fearful is because self-development, 99% of our people don't know it. The anxious yes you share the enter. Of evident we are flexible, I can say from afar. So we start to say we share the arch. That's it. And it's we different from your mates. We start to say we share nim the arch. And you nim the our conference of no. Nim the one kasa we board brand. We start to say we share na check. Into what journey entirely different from when you are in school. I want on one picky book about Kokran can you done. Now sometimes even crowd was a lecturer. Was a lecturer. But because personally we're not committed to reading anything productive, it's very difficult for such people to do it. So a lot of them are boxed on the path that is defined. And a lot of them they live for the status quo. So obetima create be original a bin sida obi ahuda wonye obi a woken kan a waken kan a cha ope bibi hu obi ase wontimi nyeda Into the upper America to any national enough for surgeons, doctors, lawyers in America. They went to the best schools, but Obitman said they have not built anything. Apart from so Juma, good job, good salary, but they are not doing anything significant that they can say that they own, especially creating industries, creating organizations. They are so unique. And many times they are very much energy in form. Because once you are there outside, and as I make a grab for the so they are guilty of that. It was who bronia tempia and I say, pay information be also no be different. If you shana say or who is a bronico who so knowledge be they pay attention. Young crop for no is because we are not hungry for knowledge. Tia tutunim diasi, nim dia papa kura bebo ide tutunase. And it is any part of the sebe omageno. It is an omuntiminye be significant. But I can tell you, anybody that you give any critical position to, even if you become a president, now when you're somebody who's been reading about, development, achievement, success, leadership, finance, creativity, if you have not been reading those things, even if you become a president, you won't do much. Because what is not stretch. You could do organize, and you can't even build any significant organization on honesty. No. Until when I actually they are tools. Anybody can use them to become successful. And now we have created hunger in young men and women to educate themselves on their own terms. And that's why in the next 5-10 years, you will see a lot of young boys, young women who are very creative, positive, who are giant in their spirit and in their activities. Because that's the skill. Old school, pick a book where can and for the up to date, they don't read. And so they are living little life. They hear this ordinary title and they be now. But personal achievement, something out of the norm, they don't have the capacity to create that. Because one training, you will never have that capacity. Because it comes from the mind. So if the mind is not stretched, you can't do much. Mm-hmm. You can't do much. It is a big case because you don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know the part.
Me funny say the same crown you can quantify, right? You have so many books you've bought. That time now, with this you can't quantify. That period, no. There's a books in there, every 1,000 it away. One calculator now, okay, kabuma, wait me. By that time, no, the whole is precious time now. It's not say it is it is ready. A whole Canadian, I don't know more. I hope and a more. To be to this level, consistent, you see all the time, listening to videos, listening to this. It's million obi ankoji milo.
Sharp.
See ekoji milo nibi. Because say baby do the crime say we see a static giant, say we see a static chameleons in Kwa because we've been trained enough now. No,
that's right.
I was saying because say the DMB guidelines in there now.
That's it.
The dinner a crab fast obey in at least in now books him. So when you have books in the the offer African advantage crana, I bet you crazy. Bay will be shady, Ashika crazy. It's here now 31st, you register the uncle. Maybe rather come because me if you say when it comes to a friend saying, sir, what do you mean? But me they hold me feel say it was a kind of cost because sometimes no, woman cost I'm not full the value no more. It's only been yardry, but we say fee no, I was say cost kakra because anyway, you're on the mission in the way. I mean, physics can be say cost. This can cost because people complain when it comes to those things. But say in a kakra na kebe 1,000 beer. Now I'm off for Betias here. See, there's a reason why I'm off for you charge cry. Obi Honuma, definitely wouldn't say you are oil, meaning Kophobia, almost yen bia. Our charge and his can't no charge.
Yeah.
Right? His can't no charge. Make come a story we actually see how they a 12-week artificial intelligence class and so coso. A mission. I said Vardy, my wife, they were saying, your friend is saying, yeah, the mandate, I found religiously. Your mission is say, you're training at least 100,000 Africans and Sana by the next 10 years. That's why you try to say everything you forces in class started technically started 1st of September. Within this period, 25th and all the way to an chefs, for credentials between are getting this animal until you are not late. You can still go ahead and register. What's kind of QR code now? What's kind of registration? So they'll call registration page in what you register. Mr. There was something new because me never be a creature or something more be now start to use now. We're saying is here. Yeah.
Okay.
And my creating so many stuff these days. Back crowded. The one you cry, you can every morning we will be overwhelmed with to say emails. Also, I know depending on sending us here, no. The back summarize email now, bro. The agent wants in there to through. We are say reply between us. I reply so I'm out. Those time and what time? Nay, a bay of schedules amount be without you. Doing any idea automatically between us and the year won't cry. And then I'm feeling between a bobia, and I'm trying to come me, say me be Yamma more marketing. Yet to say budget via Omodio Mukrum Casa. And Bibisa, you go so instead of say a bay win. I will be a bit me. Apart from winning so next month, you could with the may in life, may build the identity in front of you. Now I will share. You getting more subscriber. Yen starting yes, I am money now. This will be at me when I'm for building your man almost to me. Yen some money be a cohesion for the yes, we bet me you see a bit me a boy. It is also not yen get involved. So when you register, I only late class Nakasa started on the your friend say 1st of September. So Mr. Ben, yeah, my mom phone room and I say, and then they are chatting. Yes, I'm for baby.
Oh, mom room, it's okay.
Yeah, for real, okay. I think we have had a nice conversation about we. They too. And I must move on to because if I too now.
Yeah, but the link need to yeah.
Okay. Yo, before someone for your ban, we like you were saying about when it comes to let me make me media. They were when I started doing this for say me finance for folks that were here, I was doing it for free. For free. I try to help people. Now if your man phone value them. You for free. My own church. Boys need to bring me show me no more can mumra say me bit me book appointments so by time never son on my time so on my so and it's who said be Sunday I must start Juniska. Me no appointment I miss $50 by $50 no Fakoma charity the charity biana the receipt with the bar. Then we talk. And also an affirmation say no so no me say I feel enough I say I'm one for serious crab by any too much. The status me just scam. Omo yen chain. First.
Sir?
Yes. There are some people be a debut one. Oh, maybe fee na kwa. Oh, never for 5 years in debut maybe fee. This is so new. every time, yeah. It is these are some we can say. But like I said, the opposite way. Because if you say at some point, you've given so much to the account.
Oh, now, yeah, a lot of these public programs are. Yeah, Niska. Say schools are not. Niska. A big great to be said, yeah, go because of Niska. Not just say,
Mintia.
Yeah.
Yeah, what she's so interested in AI. Yeah, what you fact numbers no free. Why? And I say they are emailers. Anyway, my fan to be. Yeah, Obenvo. Teacher Obenvo. Kasa. It's all catch about.
That's a father now. Maybe when I'm mobile, I think Monday now mobile program. It's get here. It's me follow ya. The other master. We appreciate them more. But these challenges now you can't, near my more can ya the change game, So Nimdia. I think you can't priority Mr. Obin can be priorities, near my again home, I have who say something, say the board to is something. And then the role of role models. I think said Mr. Obin can and they can come more can role models. Yeah, your role model, or your industrialist, and now then is the ordinary person only role model, say o school we are obenya aban adwuma bi say obenya adwuma na aye. It's not about say role model bi kwa papa no, but the people me say me live around, na me can say say na esua de school pa no, I was never even told say obedi say ukoye business and we investments. All in my mind, yeah, esua nyina say background science, I say, you don't call engineer, you don't call doctor, and the people around, that's what they encourage us. But then we have is anyone and both religion and people living. None of them told us who the business and even the best they were doing is invest in shares and those things. In the whole bar, in the the program has meant what we know is not on things that are greater, but it was reading financial year me am talking kind of. And I'm who say the rich people know their own business. What I mean, money now, but I wanted to be a professor in engineering. And what it means there be no. Yeah, but be a Marco school that do mean I mean think of how I can build some things. And these are the role models in society now. Who is healed? I know I am this say or fancy be an will be about no more can. Even Mr. Benham call program near then I share interview in mind that they no interested in. They are just interested in title. Why you how I say yes, none of them know better say on your own way, one will say, Debbie. Why you international something. You or your lawyer or her. Oh, please don't be he does you own. He's just working. The next one we talk about, let me be as a personal development. Because many of us who be the average Ghanaians after 5 years we school, nim the assasana. Opa be 10 years we school, nim the assasana. It's just that we when you might be no waware. That's all. BBA or no bit madden and says the last 3 years, meaning the one Yamahasa. Even me challenging me beliefs, especially I have beliefs. I'm not or ask a question about it. None of them. Say a good school, or color or religion. We are the same religion. I have strong across in the excuse. Did you question any of them? I said no. Didn't say? I didn't say. If you even religion, they don't know the history of the. If let me talk about Christianity, I saw no more go with history. na let me catch about baby which na ye ho adu na mama me say mama ye ho adu won't ase wa hu then bizarre say mama who ni history of ye ho adu me ka ni ma che na o say o be da kan ye hu na me say mama wo so de no wa go bi tie be ye dia ma na o kan ye ma na but many of us talking kan ye history who kan history na we say masa me bisa say into sabe abrofi o monopoly of understanding of the Bible ana I don't know that thing so am I. Some of them who kind of for no crana, and the tell the so go only me fire you. One crana educational level was what? But other than monopoly, or Munkwana, sorry, no media brain, why do they have monopoly of a Bible and Tiasiana? It's the same colonization. Brunin, you been a founders, I don't know where I brought from. And the Ghana for the same thing or more to us. It's also who can find most people Monkongo churches in history. Nobody who says Sabe or Munya anything just a church in history who can kind of say Dimi Bisa me they are the first me come Bisa almost say it imagine say found and tray say Kabia say na mo yensem say mo yensem a wo no ko Bible school obet ma be ka che say mo yensem. It is really found and entias keke na wo follow. It's not really, it may be far from the Bible, no cry. But we have never challenged him, say, there be, but that is it. Then we talk about my research, I'm working on a book. But Abrofono new, and that has affected, but the more you study, no one who you cross mobile. After physical conquest or colonization, or colonialism territory and slavery, or conquer territory where land in India, the next thing they did was mental. And it was done through institutions, mainly schools and religion. This is the story being this is the fact. And when you say what territory, colonialism is coming from the word colony and then colonizing. The word colony, colonizing, colony just say we are the people in our resources in our strategy, not only resources, no. I think so the next one which they did it through schools and institutions. Many of you have been on education. Oko Cape Coast, the pioneers of that time of governor war Cape Coast Castle. The institution or church school as you know, there's a one man called Thomas Thompson. The company or employer, but these people were what they call workers are working or multi school no sorry no. They were workers of the slave company. British company now no own castle, no a slave company. And these people were workers, and these guys believe in say slavery is good. Who African no believe in this. What school I say? What is the thinking there? No, the training flip kweku. And almost better one man so Anglican no better so. Indeed, the American say after physical is to make you mental colonization. So more a slave. Ubaya kwa ube dress akwa na ubi be able say the result in the year who say no. Result and that mental colonization institution we use a school sorry and it's still going on in this business they say someone for a back Jesus business entirely no more require almost white to say why because of what the slave master used to as a standard and one year follow it has not changed. But churches need schools especially in the secondary school and even basic. There be a indoctrination, there be a money as some religious, songs, kind hymns, there be every day do our schools morning as some afternoon, morning as some evening. So you got a bit more crap for that way. And I don't know, I've been mental slavery. This is better than a Timako industry, a better than a Timaji. A better cranny whom for me, no, maybe so bizarre. Even ye cranny, see cranny, who says here. Ya general, especially religious people, know who's class or yes, can say, maybe say, Sabe, can you imagine that some mobile pay come back? Now, who know about slave, when they sent us to plantation, Bisa say, I then know mama to me, or mama power, even reading crowd buy from it because we say, you're knowledge and in a first class, that makes a man fit to be slave. I didn't know crown 1%. Oh, because but not he was regionalizing and he was indoctrinating religion. But one person be kind no who no kura no. And it is continuing. They say they say the religious institutions look at it, they say question Arabic. Why Ghana need question Arabic? Why? All because of the religious language. And say, and these are all things inti sabe anti ya no highest priority in is religion. In the great make industry. If you will say business as here, well, how many of them will see them make Sunday I'm building something which will employ people, which will give for yeah, how no do and mental slavery no and then the schools are serving that purpose, the religious institutions are serving that purpose. In fact, name is Obekano, you conquer we are near canon no, then no one is still going on, and the result is a near baby priorities nuclear new hope for certain things. Indeed, yeah, that must say, yeah, can. But more than we game changer, we have to talk about it with Mr. Obin now. Network, any near baby, munina. Now, you PBI, you cry, it's me, Floby. You PBI, you cry, we share, yes. Indeed, yeah, that must near my kind of the game changer, remember, because. Or mamma near mano and them say, so what's in your master panel share activities at the BI Koswa. And if you cast a moon in your mouth, mamma, ya jedia, who says anime and no crack. But that is the first thing they will fight you. But they say we will fight them equally because we cannot afford the the only option is and the only option is political position be the only option is those kind of things when we should not build productivity no more the other mass the base no be so aba.
Benfo no. That's be brave. Freddie. Freddie Ukasa.
Mr. Obin, Mr. Belfi, second come good evening, Chairman. Thanks, that topic radio, I think one of the tenor, Yenyim Babies, I remember said, Tamna near school, no. I dear quite thanks, honor, ne pick the service. And ka baby, and I think some the GS, be those days na your ranking kwara. They were the first, they were the second, they were the third, all the way to the last one. Now they were the last, no, you're saying humiliating on in public. No. I think that was a big disservice almost the year.
Fred Ukoto send ye exams no notice board no. Ukoto e.
Probably no more yeah.
The notice board what's that?
Big disservice.
Guess it you for caro wa we who to no nya unya zi. Yes, that the red pen as science here what qualified for Charlie. Fred Kosu.
Big disservice of the part na your condition says failure no a public. Say so failing quadia ubia be hunti. The drive for you to because we say you see history of science and innovation. The greatest discoveries always comes from failure. Always does come. Research and development to cry, you fail so many times. Only one time ever hit your mount. Then there's a formula now and I eat my mount. Then you hail you, but most of the time, most of the failure comes. Most of the learning comes from failure. I know class here, your test your friends for academic purpose and say, oh, your research now. Obey BB, I said, you need to fail just to see what the outcome of test now. Oh, yeah. And me, one of the things that the service are GS, yeah. I know some more Virginia, they are the more fair Moncrani as a score as a school exam. No, you can't do the first, and can't do the second. The crowd score now when you know for grade, never go. Now, another one, this way, I know the controversy, and mean, the be share with the kind remain share that information, public. But one thing I advise people to go and see is prior to 19 1979, Monkohwe Ghanaian participation in Ghana's economy. Now, after 1980, 79, when BBC Airbano, what happened to Ghanaians' participation in Ghana's economy? The American say Ghanaian-led industries. Any day happen now, and by design, BBC. Internet Ghana for we lost appetite for getting into industries, and it be replaced here by the so-called non-Ghanaians. BBC on main share, but Makan more time among from independence to 1979. Not Ghana for Ghanaians, not Ghana for 77% of Ghana's economy was led by Ghanaians. After 1979, BBC. There was some public persecution of Ghanaian businessmen and women. I know the Ghana for appetite. Everybody lose appetite for industries. Into Nyakakra, no the Mr. Treasury bills. And you didn't BBC. That's some the main count has it, but more and more in Go and read what
Hey, Eddie, is that a yes,
and no the ultimate reason why Ghanaians lost appetite for industries. Does it nothing else? So it is here. And these are some of the things that with these programs now more here. Things in time, corrections will come. And we will encourage all Ghanaian young men and women say, no matter what industries in the young fire who and shema, me say bio me industrialist, me do scale but me more can have in the course. Yama yeni brand the next 10 years on you be second class citizens in Ghana. Me catch you. Say a bruna bit me ayama kochene yam. Ginger na bit me duano ayama dry wa powder. Mama monye kitwe biensa for 5,000 cedis, 7,000, 10,000. Mon start to money production. Mon 1 or 2 people won't come home. Na money or money. Because yama yeni ambrea, I'm telling you for a fact, maybe and just a name or what's going on. Who are Bruchina with Skagata? Forget to be do Sika, no, so one per point, ya will be because one more America made the baby, more America 20, 30 years, Sika when you're in calculate now for your taxes. I need a paper. Never say Ghana for Nedi, Ghana for giving 2% of it. One would do
tax.
So there's a one would use again to America or out of Ghana for Bibra. Ne partner or somebody no money BB or decry is okay. Ukumi in a discount. There's nothing because who are approaching Ubuni use Ganon Casa. So we have to be aggressive on that. I won't think I'll encourage people to say any form of manufacturing at least history will come and just buy or try. If you didn't go as planned, but the representation, the people coming behind you who know say the papa will be here and I'm will be here. Or yeah, no, I need documents your being no, to say be our fire, I need you know, or no name or try something different. It means a bit. Madam, I said, but that's American. The people should go and read up on it and see why. Madam, basic, Madam, yes, Mr. Ben Mefro. Yeah, this weekend I'm swing by. Why?
Shout.
All right.
Yo.
That's a friend. Sure, it is you. Why is I'm saying you need a boards? Notice boards, so. You can't even work. You need this as a man.
Asimaba.
From 3, echo 4. I could choose those times. I want to choose subjects. No, we choose baby. Some person in business, person science. It's not a day. Or 40%. Now, when the pen, of course, I guess the pen will trap the pen with the pen. Yes, I wanted that. That's a paper say. A bonus board will be a heavy.
A hotel come we bizarre. Adechi on mobile boss now one way free okra.
Jonathan, if you took catch a bow.
If I free when them, I shall say anything.
Makope baby awoko say dem share crash you ntino. Na makope baby na machoko bere dey. Echiamo na nimdia na mache na enyumre very solid. Tell them okay school asemi me kai me bi atwam. O kan krom kasa na pe engwa tuturu bi dia se okon. Boni a waya ne se wakoka kasa. Na oni hu kwan se wakokasa kasa. Me de ngwa tuturu ase okon umusu ane se yese kabrofo na wo no wan kabrofo na wakoka krom kasa wakoka twinti. Yese se yetumi de engwa bi ni mpentua bi ni niama de. Ani niama bi se okon. Eti a chance free sapa a kero confidence na wi ase na ye won ye say omo kasa be mo si papa ye nkasa nkwa chiri emfa ho ni se niam one mistake enu na kofo be kasa obia nkai ni waye no nyina o and efintite na se na ye kan no e wo school ni esa wo so ni ye ntumi nko nya sa niam amienu ho enu so de ko kan na de ho aba na Bible na da ho no no I for mine ho no omutumi limit na de be share just asore pe nti wo fati say Abraham abrabo boye ye be kan Abraham ni nwan ni sika ni ponche na fu no ye be jani nyina ho ni limit sa na abrabo no nyina ni da be share ba bi kitwa bi me a kire se ni adwene nti wo na de na da ho no omo kire se ni a ti ade na se enyusu wo adwen no si na ade na kire fa ne sa wa mfa ne sa pa wonti ase hunhun kronkron ne wo so entomo do fa santity enu ma emma se wo kan a Mr. Omen kan so say Bible na da wo yebetuma akiro ma wa yakoa yebetuma nso akiro ma wadi ye no kwasem because adan na wo be kan ti say Job na owo nyomo owo mfu na owo nsase ni sika na sa na brabo no nyina ye be limit ne akiro na fre nipa ni o kan so se na ya condition adwenti ya ye ni nyina de abehye ba bi kitwe bi se ho no pe na eko abrabo no ntranko bi nti Israel as a nation no man limited to church just small bibi say no one na ye adwuma wo ntumi practicing in your life again nti nipa ni ntumi nwene nti ohunu say because o read an o bia ni ho no ma kire say no okosum yakopon na man di o kire say no ye adwuma no wo ma no wo wafu o we enu ne mo yo defo na se owu na wo ka no ho asema o kire ni niam owo o ka no kure odi no kure o ye na adwuma yie o tufuru ho no ma mo na so ye be limit sa abrabo ni nyina ye say akoye sore ko bon nsem ko tunum ko tua bibiri bra enu no ye frɛ sa ba mi huan so se wo ye ade etene a so o hwe asem po sa be sore because obi obon modin so o ye ade etene ne frɛ no tere ni because wo sore na wo ka no kure na wo pese wo ye bibi etene bibi achia bibi nkoye wa abrabo na wo ye no aye hu ni sa because of sending attitude ni pan nti eye condition ye say wo moje bi mu ye wo wa pe ne ye de wa ko ho o kaso nkwa wo ndidi ogbone wa ye ni say wo so nko ho no ye be bo ma ye be kire kom because ye do fame school na wa ko na ya by force ni choice bi ase sa aka se susu usua unim na ko kan emagu achi nti ya training awofo no mo be tochawa mo be nyini no a wo benya control no na makero confidence na wan kasa gidie wo na fedie umpa osum umpa nkonfo utin kasa ye hunhun bi umpa bibia wo hu bia umpe because of the torture na sade na mo ye no anase ye nya no mo dia to that system no e wiki yen no denti na oba wo ba na obekọ ba bi na o ka ne kasa oni ni maame ni papa kan wo fi a o do different environment pa onya ho amane adenti na bibia o suo ni nya adwene pe oni ni nya problem nti ya da mo asese mo bia nti sane mo nyina ka ho ma obi ye bibi kura na wanfa sa wankote sa de kudi na echi ankase nyankopon na dum wo ne ayi no ankose ekire se owo bibi na ebo no ho ban a society na kasa kra nju ntum obi betumi obi mbeto wade adenti a wo se wo no unji bibi unji na yi ni ntum na mitumi bi se na ade na ye wo de a
ade nyina yɛ mmra ne simisi mi no nya adwene tɔgwa bi o me yɛ wo dea o meto ade no ubɔ ne awaya ne sɛ bebi ɔno nso ɔsom no sɛ o no ne nya adwene wɔ hɔ nti ohun sɛ woyɛ ne tamfo wokɔ ware ade bebi sasa sɔre bɛ na wokɔ nipa no bɛfo adwuma mu a wokɔ asɔre bɛn like ye decision ye make ye de saa lens in na hwɛ nti ye te ho ni nyina nipa ne kɔ ware o de saa lens in na bɛhwɛ sɛ nipa ne critical thinking so yɛ mature so betumi ade ade mu dwuma emfa no ho ne dia ne sɛ o belong to ha wa wi saa lens in na hwɛ no and o di make decisions on o di bibia o ye bibi ti sɛ na Mr. Benkan no bɛkɔ abisa o bibi ni na sɛ o betena sɛ a question no ho mo hwɛ reason there bi o dwane akɔtoa bebi wiase ne kra ye wiase bɔne wiase we kra bibi papa nim ye begya ho ne yakɔ ɔho nti sɛm ne yɛ ka ne nyina ma ayɛ bibi bi wɔ nipa na dwenem to ka kyerɛ ne sɛ ɔn sɔre no adwene to me en critical nti wan te saa nneɛma wi yɛn nkrɔfo wi ase de bia no wɔn bɛkɔ nneɛma wɔn bɛkɔ nti agorɔ ne ne gye ho but ɛba yɛn critical na adwene to me nkodu saa nneɛma no dan me wɔ hɔ an obi send video bi ma me a me pɛsɛ me bɔ ndeɛ sɛ dan na ɔde send me sɛ o papa no na obi bash no wa ha no na me say na ada na negativity de wo dey send me say and obi did not was ya bisa no question we went to me nya no nti and am say na ada na wo dey no de wo dey send me ka we no si me ni ho kwan na wo si nipa na wo dey send me no oya me busi ani ana me bisa oya busi ani ada na wo fa ngo nipa na ngasa no me ho say ni be me kem Mr. Be man send video man on show o meka tem se mahwe na masua BBC na aboa me da o meka ho asem but wakote se ye ba hwe o de be kyere me negativity enti niama ye nya fiti e mofrase ni torture ye community sa trauma be nyina wie na wadwe na sei enti se one kasa wanye very very intentional thinking na one kasa wanya self development be pia ye biti sa ha na se wode ne de aka kyerɛ wa ne sɛ dabi bi no na twɛn bi na daachi bi no aso mu sa na ja wode anu akyekyewre na wode no kɔ akwakowu ɛno nti na ye be sem na 31st na ehia sɛ wo ba ɔbɛgye nimdeɛ saa nimdeɛ ne bɛtetetete homa no mu kakra na wɔ ha na wotie a yɛn nyinaa no ɛno na ebie adwenim homa no na o kan wo yare a wode aduro so ɛsɛ ɔfa na nɔpa nwumere wode aduro so yare ye nyina se enti na yetumi identify problem na so ye ni solution it means say ye yare ye hu say ye yare eduro no wahi eduro ni saa seminars books awo this programs in ebeboa yen so ben enti edamo ase enu na mama nya gide anka me tumi kwotren ngure minim se bebia meti bebi ma sport areas bi minim se 10-20 years no beba no na me na ja me no so ma ya yi wo ho makọ ye de enti a ye saa nim de enti edamo ase semre bia no mo enlighten na yetumi di ehudi na kanea no mkoso atoma yen yetuma yen no na beboa me yetuma nantisum because wo hwe yen tete ne ania me de sum ka bi mu ne yenam ye nya sa kanea we a ye be poli ye be prepare ya ho ye de yaw ni hope na se ye na se ba ku be femu a na de no abia danse die nti yera ma se Mr. Ben na 31st no na enyina ya ba seminar no ya besua de na boaye ma yetumi ahye niam nti da ma se
yeah
no that's it very Koyo Dr. Safo
Mr.
Ejoso
Everybody.
First
The baby that's
can be kafa fly
okay. Mamentia onimunyamfo nyasafo sana for panyu kabro bedako. Ohene wonkwaso pia. Agazi bajo unipana ama me message say echina me sabe tambooks no.
Sharp.
Ahanti me da senso na
yes business and keep it on I could have business pon business do o go apoto adini na ade
and no asema o kai no na no correct opani nya sabosan for can say be say Ubia may you say ye pia ye ho akoye nim no because yani be ye nko ane nipa ku a ubia mpeto be boy ye nko a but ye ni saa de no so ye nko a ubia mpeto but ye nso na ye bibia nipa de kona nim na efiri mu eba de bia ma nipa kona nim bia efiri mu I come as say e bad time so bi o bad time ofofro umma etuatia wonifo ano na wo de wunya aduane ni nti no kwastem nya suppose na focus dem say ya moa ye ho ya nsuso ye ho mu abia na nyansa ye wo ya mano ankwa abonten a ye bebre we will perish together and a strong message and a sad and all kind and crap anti so far this ecosystem has been a blessing to a lot of us nyame adomo a 30th kwasiada ebe ya mahampani foni bia nyawo akan ho kuayo kakra apomodin bebre gatsam so bebre na ama yakoyenim ewo nyeye ho opani Fred kan sem sisia na obi adwane yen ginger training platform obusa se ginger no opeso odua bottle 10 me say bottle ba ko bia na at least I feel close to me buy bottles 4 equal 6 the advance 5 final average 5 to $50 na why na better and I'm the me come per hydrator we can't even meet the demand but onyansha as here no negative frequency na or vibrate on and I come here say you die nim so much and as somebody you can is here na no correct say negative no ye man ye loud and I'm not surprised nya suppose that for say and no mo dey atete yen nti ye nia kukudru a betimi aka no I don't have to think that way again. We don't have to think that way again. Nti nyame adoma Sunday Mrs. House for Richard ne dey me sure say ba na mo di nasem because and some oka wa talk you the books ni nyina nyame adoma so me dey kwese dey cry bia me nsaka book kwese books no so a meka books no wasem ti obenya kwanya so atobi aka ho na I think akwesi o topic no blessed but broke no on say we are blessed yeah the future no be but we are broke no it's not loud because as for no more dream say you are blessed but you are broke. Are you sure you are okay? Blessed but broke and you still think you are okay because you are going to heaven. Because you are the Jabeso platform so venue na I only have digest financial in my nti ebe power packed nti opening befi ebe da wase for the support and everything say amount for a follow yan support for so ebe da say say nyame adom a seminar yachi no 31st online millionaires map making millions baby manage pay in your own terminologies wow dim said your person would join. And I think all these why systems are a control we are seeing obi na chechire na wakota ho na we dey wa na de be America me nye ye talent or shipment to plane but I am doing very well so far so good and now me kind na saka I never thought to say because me obi a me play salary increment 200 Ghana say yen fama me medwa me ni me team ye call demo but now me try to see you to now I feel me can now I feel a first born send me how you na me hwe nepa na suppose na for senye se ye pese ye chichire da yedie ma da chi o kasa asem no na nka ye nko antin ye chichire yedie dia aka metimi aka no sese be me do me financial friends and Jenny no make me aka say me nko ba bia me hye dem ha ya akra I'll be making a lot of money because now every week I see more than 30,000 every week from Onyoma medical shishemu was asset upon asset and on a branch back program ya now ye call where ba ko guy ba ko say nti mobile mu nika ana hu sa woni wo car awoni ye shape awoni mesin crofo no they are too negative minim de car na ye yen mesin me ntome de sisi a bebe no anti we sure say sika o me phone si me ka me pay obi car watwi ni kakra enti me pacho 70,000 80,000 me nya car me a me de be kwa aba nti we so car na me problem no after o he balance no sa kwadwo after he was shocked. In fact, he was shocked. Because atade a sheme me de nam ho a obi kura ka kire me say doctor na ombo ka say already so no oni papa no mo say Africa onu ni no he was surprised. But he was so confident to approach me thinking of car. I'm say what do you nyahwe ebe ya
That's
beto
why
no
you go chop.
so in fact I are them and em say beto no say ye be de omo pa mo so I don't know but me de eba metrimu na me hu say enhye dan fa sika ma sisi yi a na masa adwene hu mienu but I think maybe I will have to consider that because of my movement and my security and how I'm a person me new money be because easy me di omo chikura go last year nka me to car ni bi e wo mu na bem na makotie opani book ya na makai
Ene o ya che yene tobi peje chop we
me person me to hydrate
yenya wase
me person me to hydrator na ginger December be harvest na the hydrate see we have to add value to the things that we are producing and me dey me kita me gidem and me ba me hia nyansa posa no fo ne animonyamfo amwo ha ya me fa ne se me nyansa ne ma ho odin sa nti mo nkyere me kwan wa wi ebre mu nyansa fo me da mo ase opani ba fi me da ase akonya no
inyansa kakra se kotoka ni bi hey Opusco
Hey,
Opusco ba
fight
o se o fi bi tisa ba katechi ansa no obi bia Opusco is a waba so say fru is a status ku na friend Opusco you know was Opusco the any poku adivre Opusco
that is
Opusco kasa oh me too o say
yeah o say friend Opusco
ai is it
atamfo
where Robert Kai so for like crazy
atamfo na bro Opusco no
Opusco nka okatechi bia Opusco
yate
Prince kaza Prince Opusco
Prince kaza
I'm so mute and I okasa enti when you mute so I feel I could mute mu yeah still Prince yente ne mami nyu na sabra back why yo Mr. Champion kasa Mr. Champion and I'm a free mumana
Oh yeah, me too. Kasapa.
what make kasa
Yeah, maybe that's almost right.
okay the next person on Jetro oh no so cool yo oh naka Prince to me by Mr. Ben mo we ni bi wo obi so wo was this sunyan no so pe books ni bi ato be dey bi ato so be dey to
oh send a message ya
mo
in Sabeka
okay yo eti one up books ni bi ato no o send message Say, I'm saying this.
Okay.
Yeah, Prince.
Yeah, video Tumka.
Aye.
Me chacho bia, so being Professor
Aye.
Kankam. Prof book you there, send me a number register line.
Senior. That means Upogwara intimate me for senior. Can't see him because senior here my brothers was me
I bet on kakra no abeba.
Prince, can be fine
Yeah.
class home. Una baby.
Oh, class in the champion power. My COVID come. I check. I remember a lot of things, and if you want to know more about AI, I'd say go with it. Mr. Befi wife so a lot of practical experience. Mr. Befi now so a kingpin woman, so a great teacher, and the okwa unto second you really gonna get a lot of things about wow if you want to take the path of AI. And I'd say go for it because me my media should go too quick. Now back to the topic. So now can failure there. Not until say what's your dear like as an African with a good dose of your history. When it comes to business and time, they be I wouldn't to me because failure no will stop you. Because you don't want to be seen say we a failure, but it's that ability to overcome that failure, failing forward, who fail, I should form that in itself, when a build you up, my old team by or before. But yeah, system of education now, you come from the buy, any the religion need be piano, and my who think in perfection, not in say, go through the mill. Who go to the mill and that's where you feel nah why should no sorry that's not the kind of education system now you're the training here because no baby the free no the brain I culture and yeah culture so inti usua de anywhere who say feel adequate ama obey hufuo wohyɛ biribi ase na adwiri gu kakra na wogye mu hyehye o mekae group bi a ɛwɔ mu maame bi wɔ mu ase mu de ɛyɛ anamu mu ɛyɛ amusɛm yɛmfa sika sɛ mmerɛ mepɛ sɛ mehu biribiaa sika yɛbɛkyi ɛna sɛ maame ɛnyɛ possible we are here so that we can learn to be comfortable with the uncomfortable once you become comfortable with the uncomfortable let's just say you are learning you are becoming a better person so by the time I go to school now, you are not comfortable with the uncomfortable. In two cases, okay, business na you go ferry just ferry without ferry you know it's breeding more fear. So and I went to do any and rate now sa almost ferry any do any the any want to baby. You know. And now Mr. Yeso can say we should try and go into industry. Kabibia think about the manufacturing aspect. Minimum couple bunch, ginger, and they say how am I gonna work? And a friend said me bunch I bought too much, and I'm saying, Massa, I'm thinking manufacturing, turn it into Gary. And I'm a catcher, me caretaker, and say, Corner coffee Gary fight is no area, or now far budget be brand and a bit my idea. So that's where we should all go. And this are how one of the GM. So you see, and whatever I'm doing, whatever group they are in home, that's where I'm going to push people into. Let's go the manufacturing way, whether a NCO or whatever. And then sister Agnes or Ghana. no can okoye ye no can yi bi akyerɛ. So no mu hia one particular product for a year.
Okay, you know.
Chini kumasi kuma nya bi adan age say wo order sa commodity no order 2 weeks in advance. And then when you be there you na say aba. We inquire we will look at that. So and it's also a manufacturing something. And the opportunities need you will fear say baby. So start to kind so bring that books now. Each chapter be about one industry, one manufacturing opportunity. Yes, mun kɔne montɔ books no montɔ kankan books no na monkɔ seminars no end of month deɛ yi ɛde ɛba so mo register meba Ghana but me mmedu at the time a ebi a Derek deɛ no na bi a mɛwɔ hɔ mɛhwɛ sɛ metumi aba bi a so like you saying failure unkɔ baabi a unless you know your history and I love history so much my brother Nana Chidom him I get a good dose of history from him about 2 or 3 times in a week. And if you want history, the own kind no problem. Bra, me am a crack of kind of my bet. Own kind kona kusia or more dream. Na young this I ever catch as African. And Mr. Belfi made us for the opportunity.
Praise. Now, Uba will be an two for you know, business way. You
know, politics. On the ground.
Is it Kako pay beer register? Is it 500?
Yeah.
VIP 1500. Yep. VIP see
the more links, the bro. If you can go, then I'll go for it.
But organize some idea. I'm organizing
that close.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always say that office, the Otun Post office. Let me chip in one thing. I always say Otun Post office could have been used to do a whole lot of things for Ashanti or Ghana for that matter. For instance, this mining problems. What stops his office from setting up a mining company where Ghanaians can buy or black people can buy shares so that we'll go into mining, proper mining. But I don't know. So sometimes I don't want to go to those places. The politicians will not do it. I think I handful at that level.
You said you don't know it, you know. Mr. Obin the answer.
It's been my answer.
Junior Jesus was
because the land belongs to the chief. So Eka, common says that you organize
I can't for me no say land near Modiano, Sesto now,
Constitution,
you know. Yeah.
Well, and I can't to me. I brought for me from Cosa.
Eddie.
But Sunday, you ever there, no? You ever
Sunday, they were yeah. So, my queen can't take me prune.
Nyakurasa,
to be actually. Sunday, they were quite there. Yo, I'm say, Eric Champon. Eric, who are mute too? Yo, Kasa Eric. Oh, Kasa ne Mao. Hello. And I'm say we saw Jetro. So Kasa.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming of a Bayfian legend. And you may review. Asidan Kwana, Eja, a day mono. Say obade no nkoso and come on on shemude na de bia munye bi yembe church sa aya ye fisi so idea na yemfa ensiasia nkoso ansiasia mfa embo yebra na de mu ye de e crime bebre na boy yen so pa ma ye husenia ye betutu ya na mo ye nkitwa tena be before be ka say ye do bibia mo edru nso na yeah we have been better for you, not better than you, but better for you. Until now, I'm in Shram. I'm in Shram. So you know, we addition there. You won't hear pa. Yeah, and I so yeah, shameful for so was here. Until now, I'm in Shram. Stop me.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Kofi Andrew. So basically books no. Who DM na? Ubenya bi. Me the number beto. Why? Ubenya bi or sunyai. Ha also sunyai ntino. Your friend now. Ebe me bro. And I say yeah card be bro. Why? All right. Why be? Eric, still won't you kasa? Eric. Okay. Any emphasis time class so call. Iti yen ton de ba kuna fi yen na enko. Yo ti bogoso doctor and then the team. I do him say a jabby bumper and a pastor I say pastor no. And say he didn't say grow already. Yes, we will jump up.
Yeah. I said that's sorry for the collection.
Yes, some by member collection. Say, and I say, I saw also for you be you flu. That you be to this program very nice. Me making sure say in me especially all those areas now. For and friends and blessed by Brook no and also finally no the Amazon still war amanone or baby a bit me out there be from Amazon bit me out there be from there and finally no a drew Ghana tino ednya obianye no enkoje ne de Ghana say bianye no enkoje ne de na seminar so baso 31st and a monthly seminar na Mr. Obiye no that seminar no baso 31st and also no bia make sure say and register the bia basa we na me point ameka no the who say a procura nsu tugum didn't na officer po nsu beto agum tinalege ne de we ka ti wiase aye nyan we de ene o si sua de sa e usua de kram wadwen sharp masa all summers ne sa ne mania nya cry in time house because they be how you should brain into the bia na o si you should brain and they say you know the amana is simple they say first na ka book ni ade be read ni sa ne mania no the mama read and then the husband almost say o ma take sa de na afie so o ma yi bibia no ma summarize no mo de amaye umpewi ade a almost spend 20 years the time the money books reading na no so ma summarizing na the amaye in 2 hours in an hour and a half a bisu books no njiji na bi now finally AI class no so 25th by this time all the way to first no year time I help them for mama get your credentials material login here it 2 person register still when you're late me the link no so too and I saw scan the QR code no and I saw hit registration there na it will go straight na or register was it Mr. Ben MC the BC hano oh ayaba so I see you do my see you do kase we na fi MC on be last one Michael o kasa wo mute o Michael wo mute yo any MC the BC here right the BC here kasi kabi kakra na
yeah.
so bless you
yeah. Ede kakra beka fa wan say niema ye ka nyina nimde ne bitimi amawade ho. Nyankopon so ncha de no na team bia Mr. Bena akon edi ho djuma Saturday bia ehia ana end of the month no so ye taye ye seminar ebi won so ye ni in person. Disane ma we nyina na mema wade ho Patrick Buffy YouTube ko kwesi kankam all these things in the bema ya de ho a betimi amayenya adwumuti amayetimi dia abobra so constant knowledge acquisition and I idea me preachy say nipa bia yemfa ye ho enhyem so that e betimi ade ho afri nkyerɛkyerɛ bɔne a edi enya no.
Yo, yeah, so my point here.
For we edamase kosi edamase books so actually so edamase expect more na you na we betra Ghana so na bo bra.
Oh, enche.
So baba.
Because put it okay so grow unya ye na kwa start wa ha na fini ko ya edi ti no contem no fast ba ko me se ko na ka wo ti a wo se me ko me ne me se basa unim dia atitire me na wo ko wo ti a wo se me ko apa so ko ya e ka mama no.
Yeah. And we as I mean first part na I said Ghana nye fasa.
Yeah.
Is a ka say it is a to advise of few hana me de wa. So say emuchi pa is wa. Chese we as asesa. And because it was a business summit amoye VIP cry $1,005.
I will 2 for them.
So and will be wa bro chire what is ye bi wa ha no wadwa enso 1,005 na 1,005 no so escafo na be go here for no
yeah for no World Cup
and
okay you go for musical concert.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes don't know but omo matimi creating no man at the time omo creating no they sacrifice. They sacrifice. And I think that's the difference between omo bo homo de no omo doing say also be bo omo. Na there ya say here for na complaining. At the photo crowd they doing say I didn't crash. Because some people are okwa and I say be o go football omo just one discussion. I mean I've met people who said that Michelle one come and lose $500,000. Uno mo din komo keke be our frewa just about 5 minutes talk. Was my best 100,000. My boka. Obi krasi is a company come hu me fine. I mean the other time they on Kumasi. Me nam ho ana man ba ko. Obaya no was on ka me no akasada na msitam be was say na me down. And business is in say. And we need checkbook. Na normal was sign 400,000, 300, and the crime assign 300,000. We yachre me o see me yachre no who said kasa me no kasa in changing my life. There's somebody who is making millions now. So and those are the people omonti ye the no. I mean just every time be a program be no obinya so mfaso. Every time be obi be share so onya so mfaso. And these are all I think these programs are assets. Yeah, asset, not only in terms of money, but in terms of value. Yeah. Kofu Bebre is some dreams, some brabo to Tom normally because of these programs. The Fobevia does it. That's it. In the 31st, well, person join the with my joining be. A boy, a man, you can be doing commons or my doing bombs. You know, it does it.
I know correct. Constantly, no see you you free CD addition you on cry watch usia did bia it say usia it knowledge need e be ka ho all the time. Hey good in your 31st class. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Conversation mama ni twa kokosi can talk ko Patrick Buffy ko KOD open that platform social media na yen twaso free on addition de ho hia o say de bia tebisia idam na say bye bye. Hey watch it friends say